In the far reaches of the galaxy, a powerful alien alliance ruled with wisdom and peace. This alliance, known as the Council of Stars, kept balance across hundreds of planets. They believed that peace was the only true path and that brute force was outdated, unnecessary, and even a little barbaric. The species in this alliance, like the wise Lithrians, the clever Corel, and the calm, intelligent Vexerai, had long abandoned warfare, focusing instead on diplomacy, science, and unity. Then, one day, the Council of Stars received news of a new species, humanity. Humanity came from a distant small planet they called Earth, and they had just invented space travel. Most members of the Council thought humanity would be harmless. They are just beginning to explore, the Vexerai leader, Loren, said with a small smile. They have much to learn. The Council invited humanity to a great welcoming ceremony on the planet Vexer. Representatives from Earth arrived, excited and a little nervous, eager to meet the other species. They were greeted with kindness and curiosity, and everyone expected a peaceful, friendly meeting. But things quickly changed. During the welcoming ceremony, a curious young Corel, with a device that could read minds, got close to one of the humans. The device accidentally accessed the human's memories, projecting them for everyone to see. Images of Earth's history flashed across the screen, images of war. There were scenes of soldiers charging into battle, armies clashing, cities in flames, and desperate, determined faces fighting to protect their homes. The aliens gasped in shock. They had never seen anything like this. The Lithrian diplomat, Soren, whispered, "How can they live like this? So much violence, so much suffering, and yet they're still here?" The humans, embarrassed but honest, explained that Earth's history was indeed full of war and conflict. They talked about the countless battles their ancestors fought, from ancient times to the modern age. They explained how, over thousands of years, they had learned to survive by facing danger head-on. Peace was something they always hoped for, but they had been forced to fight for it, time and time again. The council members were troubled. Could this new species, with such a history of war, bring danger to their peaceful alliance? Yet they saw that humans were also compassionate and hopeful, capable of friendship and loyalty. Unsure, the council decided to give humanity a chance. Weeks later, just as humanity was starting to settle into their new place in the galaxy, a dark threat emerged. A brutal, power-hungry alien race called the Exarax, long thought to be extinct, attacked the Alliance without warning. The Exarax had weapons no one in the Council had seen before, with destructive energy and deadly precision. They swept across peaceful planets, leaving ruins and fear in their wake. The Council's defenses, designed for diplomacy rather than combat, were no match for the Exarax. In desperation, the Council turned to humanity.at first. Some of the Council members were uneasy. Could the humans be trusted with advanced weapons and battle strategies? But they had no choice. They gave humanity access to their technology, hoping they could help. What happened next was something the Council would never forget. The humans took to the new technology like it was second nature. In a matter of days, they understood and adapted the alien weapons, even improving them. They trained tirelessly, learning the strengths and weaknesses of the Exarax. But more than just skill, there was a fierce determination in the humans' eyes, a fire that the other species couldn't quite understand. When the Exarax returned for another attack, humanity was ready. The battle that followed was intense. The Exarax, expecting an easy victory, were shocked to face fierce resistance. Human soldiers moved with precision, courage, and an almost primal strength. They fought as if they were defending Earth itself. They used strategies that the Exarax couldn't predict: surprise attacks, traps, and even close combat that the Exarax never expected. As the X retreated in confusion, the Council watched in awe. Humanity's fierce fighting spirit, combined with their intelligence and adaptability, had turned the tide of battle. The humans didn't just hold the line, they pushed the X back, something no other species had managed. After the battle, the Council of Stars gathered to discuss what they had witnessed. The Lithrian diplomat, Soren, looked thoughtful. "I once thought humanity was dangerous because of their past," he admitted. "But now, I see their strength as something we need. They are warriors, yes, but they fight with purpose and heart. The Vexery leader, Lauren, agreed. We saw their history of war as a flaw, but maybe it's their strength. They have survived so much and never given up. From that day forward, humanity earned a place in the Council not only as allies, but as protectors. The galaxy had always believed that peace was best defended with diplomacy. But now, with humanity by their side, they understood that sometimes the best defenders are those who know the true cost of war and will do anything to protect the peace they fought so hard to achieve. The Council realized too late that they had discovered not a mere species, but the first great warrior race. And now, they were grateful that humanity's strength was on their side. The galaxy would never look at Earth the same way again. In a galaxy where peace reigned for thousands of years, the powerful Galactic Federation held control. Made up of dozens of intelligent, advanced species, the Federation believed in harmony and gentle diplomacy over violence. They thought that war was a part of history, something primitive and outdated, now replaced by technology, science, and mutual respect. But in their long age of peace, the galaxy had forgotten about the dangers lurking in the dark. One day, without warning, an ancient enemy called the Threx returned. The Threx were a terrifying species, a hive-mind race that thrived on conquest and destruction. They hadn't been seen in centuries, and most thought they were extinct. But they had merely been waiting, growing stronger in secret. Now, they burst forth with unmatched fury, attacking planet after planet with their swarming armies and powerful weapons. The Galactic Federation was stunned. Their defenses, designed to prevent small skirmishes and simple pirate attacks, were useless against the Threx. The peaceful leaders of the Federation watched helplessly as their allies fell one by one. Diplomacy was useless. Negotiations were impossible. The Threx knew only hunger and aggression. They aimed to take everything. In desperation, the Federation turned to one of its newest members, humanity. The humans were newcomers to the galaxy, only recently mastering space travel. The Federation hadn't paid them much attention at first. Humans were a young species with old ways. But the Federation leaders had noticed something unique about humanity, an instinct, a sharpness. And now, with the Threx closing in, they needed someone who knew how to fight. When humanity was called upon, they listened quietly to the Federation's plea. They understood the danger and the desperation of their allies. They knew that the Threx would eventually come for Earth as well if nothing was done. The humans agreed to help, but the Federation leaders were still nervous. Would humanity's warrior instincts be enough to face a force like the Threx? The Federation gave humanity access to its most advanced weapons and ships. It was a risk, but there was no other choice. Humans quickly studied the technology, adapting to it with surprising ease. They upgraded ships, modified weapons, and prepared for a fight that most of the galaxy couldn't imagine. As they trained, the human strategy surprised their alien allies. Unlike other species, humans fought together in a way that was bold and almost fearless. They didn't back down, didn't hesitate, and didn't shy away from battle. For them, protecting their people and their allies was the highest duty, even if it meant sacrificing themselves. The Threx eventually reached the Federation's border planets, launching a brutal attack. Waves of Threx ships flooded the skies, darkening the horizon. The alien defenders fell quickly, unprepared for the raw strength of the invaders. In the midst of chaos, humanity launched their counterattack. The Threx didn't expect the kind of fight they found in the humans. Using advanced Federation tech mixed with their own bold tactics, humans pushed back with everything they had. They fought not with cold precision, but with fierce determination and a fire the Threx couldn't understand. The humans didn't fight just to survive. They fought to protect. They fought for freedom. Human soldiers stormed through Threx defenses, using a combination of surprise attacks, diversions, and clever ambushes. They had studied the Threx patterns and discovered weak points, attacking when and where it hurt the most. They were strategic and relentless, using both Federation technology and their own warrior instincts. For the first time, the Threx were thrown off balance. They hadn't expected to face a species that fought with such heart and will. The Threx were a hive mind, connected, but they lacked individuality, creativity, and the raw courage humans had. and it made all the difference. When the battle ended, the Threx retreated, wounded and confused. They had not faced a threat like humanity in centuries, and they didn't know how to handle it. For now, the galaxy was safe. After the dust settled, the Federation leaders gathered to discuss what they had witnessed. They had seen humanity's bravery, their fierce protectiveness, and their willingness to do whatever it took to defend their allies. Humanity's warrior instincts, once seen as outdated, had saved them all. One Federation leader, a wise Lithrian named Vera, spoke with deep respect. "We thought humanity's ways were primitive," she said. "We thought we didn't need warriors. But today, we owe our survival to them." Another leader, a KRL strategist named Ceylon, nodded. "They are more than just soldiers. They are defenders. They fight not for power, but for something deeper." From that day, humanity was no longer just another new member of the Federation. They were known as the Last Defenders. The galaxy realized that while they had forgotten the need for warriors, humanity had kept that strength alive. The humans reminded them all that sometimes peace has a price, and that there are moments when only a warrior's heart can protect what is precious. With humanity by their side, the Federation felt a new sense of security. They had found not just allies, but true defenders, beings who could fight fiercely but also understood the value of peace. The galaxy would never again underestimate humanity, the warrior race who had saved them all. Long ago, on the peaceful planet of Virel, legends spoke of a mysterious race. The elders told stories of a warrior race, strong and fierce, who would one day emerge from the stars. These warriors were said to be unlike anything the galaxy had ever seen. The people of Virel believed the stories were just myths, tales passed down over generations. After all, in a galaxy full of peace and cooperation, who needed warriors? But then, the humans arrived at first. The peaceful Virelians didn't think much of the humans. They were a new species, just starting to explore the galaxy, and had only recently discovered faster than light travel. The Virelians, a species known for their calm and logical nature, assumed the humans were like any other young species, curious but untested in the harsh realities of space. However, when the Virelians first met the humans, something strange happened. The humans were strong and resilient, but it wasn't just their physical strength that stood out. There was something in their eyes, an intensity, a fire, as if they had faced battles and survived things that no one else could. The Virelians could sense it. Even though the humans didn't speak of their past. One day, the Virelians invited the humans to their homeworld, a peaceful planet surrounded by calm oceans and lush forests. It was a place of deep spiritual meaning for the Virelians, who valued harmony above all. They wanted to learn more about this new species, to understand them better. The humans accepted, and when they arrived, they were welcomed with open arms. During the grand ceremony to honor the humans, a young Virelian scientist named Aaron wanted to learn more about their history. Using his advanced technology, he connected to a human representative's mind, hoping to see what had shaped this new species. What Aaron discovered shocked him. Instead of seeing peace and harmony, as the Virelians had expected, he saw images of war, terrible battles, where humans fought to protect their homes, their families, and their very survival. There were scenes of wars fought with swords and shields, and later with advanced guns, explosives, and ships that could destroy entire cities. Aaron was stunned. How could such a peaceful species have such a violent past? He quickly disconnected, but the damage was done. The images had already been projected to everyone in the room. The other Virelians gasped in horror as they saw the humans' history unfold before them. They couldn't understand. How could a species that had known so much destruction still be here? Why hadn't they wiped themselves out like the ancient, warlike species of the past? The humans, realizing what had happened, were embarrassed. They tried to explain. "We fought to survive," the human leader, Commander Marcus, said. "Our history is full of conflict, but it has made us stronger. We fought for our freedom, our future. We had to face wars, but we learned from them." The Virelians were confused but intrigued. They had never needed warriors. In their world, they had resolved conflicts through peaceful means, negotiation, and understanding. But the human story left them uneasy. How could they trust a species with such a violent past? Their questions were answered sooner than they thought. A dark shadow loomed over the galaxy. A fierce, insect-like alien race known as the Threx appeared on the outer edges of the V-Relian system. The Threx were ruthless conquerors, and they had come to claim everything in their path. Their armies were vast, and their ships could tear through entire fleets with ease. The Federation sent their best forces to stop them, but nothing seemed to work. The Threx were too powerful. The V-Relians, faced with certain destruction, turned to the humans for help. They had no choice. The humans had shown they could survive in a galaxy full of threats, but could they fight to save an entire species? Without hesitation, the humans agreed to help. When the Threx launched their attack, the humans fought like warriors. They didn't wait for orders or instructions, they fought from their hearts. They used the V-Relian technology to create powerful weapons, but it was their battle strategies, honed through centuries of war, that turned the tide. The humans were not only skilled in combat, but understood the value of unity in war. They fought as one, protecting their allies and never giving up, even when the odds were stacked against them. The Threx were stunned. They had never encountered a species like this before. The humans fought with unmatched bravery and tactics, using every advantage to win. Slowly, the tide turned. The Threx began to retreat, unable to deal with the humans' fierce and determined attacks. After the battle, the V-Relians stood in awe of the humans. They had seen them as a species from a violent past, but now they realized the truth. The humans were not only survivors of war, they were the warriors of the legends. The warriors of old who fought to protect what they loved, who defended freedom and peace with every ounce of strength they had. The leader of the V-Relians, a wise elder named Laren, addressed the humans. "We thought you were a species of destruction, a race born from conflict," he said. "But now we see you for what you truly are. You are the warriors from our legends, the ones who protect, not just with power, but with heart." From that day on, the V-Relians no longer saw the humans as a young species with a violent past. They saw them as the true warriors of the galaxy, strong, resilient, and brave. The galaxy would never forget the day the humans proved that they were the warrior race of legends, and they were here to protect the peace. In the far reaches of the galaxy, many species lived in peace. The Galactic Federation, a powerful alliance of planets, had maintained order and calm for centuries. Diplomacy, technology, and mutual respect were their greatest tools. Most of the species had long since abandoned war, believing that it was a thing of the past, something unnecessary in a world of advanced technology and wisdom. But one day, the Federation learned a harsh truth. Peace alone would not protect them forever. A new enemy appeared. The Zorathians were a terrifying alien race, known across the galaxy for their strength and merciless nature. They arrived in massive ships, their weapons designed to destroy entire planets with a single strike. They had no interest in negotiation or diplomacy. Their only goal was to conquer and claim everything in their path. The Federation tried to fight back. They sent their fleets and soldiers to stop the Zorathians, but nothing worked. The Zorathians tore through their defenses like a hot knife through butter. The peaceful races of the Federation, once proud of their advanced technology and peaceful ways, were helpless. No one knew how to stop the unstoppable force that was the Zorathians. In their desperation, the Federation turned to Earth. Earth was a young planet, still new to the galaxy, with humans who had only recently begun to explore space. The other species of the Federation thought little of the humans. Earth was far away, and humanity had only just started learning how to use advanced technology. Still, the Federation had no other choice. They sent a message to Earth, asking for help. The humans, led by Commander Emma Carter, responded without hesitation. When the humans arrived at the Federation's central world to discuss how they could help, the leaders of the Federation were doubtful. Could this young, seemingly unprepared species really make a difference? Could they stand up to the Zorathians, who had already destroyed entire fleets? Commander Carter stood before the Federation Council, her voice steady and calm. "We've fought battles on Earth, and we've learned the value of survival. We don't give up, no matter the odds. If we stand together, we can fight this enemy." the Federation members exchanged uneasy looks. They had never faced an enemy like the Zorathians, and they weren't sure the humans could truly help. But they had no choice. They gave the humans access to their weapons and ships, hoping for the best. The humans didn't disappoint. When the Zorathians launched their next attack on a Federation planet, the humans were ready. Unlike the Federation forces, who relied on powerful but predictable tactics, the humans used a strategy that was new and unpredictable. They fought not just with weapons, but with cleverness, speed, and relentless determination. The humans' ships darted around the Zorathian fleet like hornets, hitting them from unexpected angles. They used small, fast ships to strike at the weak points of the larger Zorathian warships. They didn't engage in a full-on battle, they focused on hit-and-run tactics, causing confusion and panic among the Zorathians. For the first time, the Zorathians were unsure of themselves. They had never faced an enemy like this before. The humans showed no fear. Every strike was calculated, every move precise. They fought not just for themselves, but for the entire galaxy. Earth's warriors had learned through centuries of history that they had to fight for survival no matter the cost. Days turned into weeks, and the Zorathians began to realize that the humans weren't going to stop. They were relentless, unyielding, and focused on their mission. The Federation forces, inspired by the humans' courage, joined in the fight. The Zorathians were pushed back, slowly but surely. They weren't prepared for the kind of war humanity fought, one driven by survival and determination. Finally, the turning point came. In a final, desperate attack, the Zorathians sent their largest ship to destroy the Federation's home planet. It was a colossal ship, capable of wiping out entire cities in one shot. But the humans were ready. Using their speed and agility, they planted a series of charges on the ship's hull. The Zorathians didn't notice until it was too late. The charges exploded, causing massive damage to the ship. The Zorathians tried to retaliate, but their efforts were in vain. The humans had won. The Federation's forces, now emboldened by the humans' victory, finally managed to push the remaining Zorathian fleet back. The Zorathians, once thought to be unstoppable, had been defeated by the most unlikely of allies, Earth's warriors. The galaxy would never forget how the humans, with their courage and determination, saved them all. They had proven that no matter how powerful the enemy, no matter how hopeless the situation seemed, Earth's warriors would always stand firm. The Federation leaders, who had once doubted the humans, now recognized them as true heroes. They were no longer just a young species in a far corner of the galaxy. They were the unstoppable warriors of Earth, the ones who would fight to the end, no matter the cost, to protect the galaxy from those who would destroy it. And as the galaxy celebrated its victory, humanity's reputation spread. The unstoppable warriors of Earth were now known throughout the stars not just as survivors, but as protectors, defenders of peace, and the galaxy's greatest warriors.